Everyone cannot be great. Everybody cannot be at the top at the same time. There is somebody in the family that must start up that trend. When you're a rival with your sibling, you don't cover their weakness. In fact, you look forward to exposing it. 5 children will grow up in the same house having 5 different experiences in the same house. Every child is uniquely different from the other. Hello. You're welcome to another episode of Life Unscripted with Olabisi. My name is Olabisi and I am your host of this podcast. Today's topic, it will shatter tables. But it's okay. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to break myths, to, tear tables, burn it up, turn it to ashes, sprinkle it on the high sea, let it float away, those kind of things. But honestly speaking, I'm just here to make sure that everyone learns something. What are we talking about today? Sibling rivalry. Sibling rivalry. And you see this, I'm going to start with the parents. Because I do not understand for the life of me why a father or mother or both of them combined will pitch their children against each other. For me, it's a very disturbing character. Why would you do that? Why? What are you pitching? Why? You're like, so when I was growing up, I was a very playful girl. I wanted to play more than I wanted to study. And I remember my parents would always tell me that why can't I be more like my sister? My sister, by the way, is just 2 years older than I am. And she was demure. She was put together. She grew up, she became a woman faster, and so some of the responsibilities of the household were thrust into her care. And guess what? I was included in the things that were thrust and the responsibilities given to her to handle. And I remember my parents would always compare me with my sister, asking why I can't be demure. We would go out. My sister will come back the way she went. No spots on her cloth, no stain, but yours truly. Yours amazingly, truly like me like this, as you are seeing me like this. I will come back looking like the outside had a conversation with my outfit. There will be food stains, there will be dust stains. My mother would be like, that there was one particular detergent promo that we had growing up, where one girl was looking very demure and looking very nice, and the other person was looking dull. That was the exact thing that my parents used to compare. And so it now became a case of me trying to best my sister and my sister lording it over me, and the rivalry cost us a very good relationship growing up. It did. I wish things had been better. I wish I had a closer relationship with my sister growing up, but I didn't have it. Because the competition was just too much. I was always rebelling against her lordship. She was always trying to force it down on me. And my parents were just sitting there thinking that they were doing a good thing. Why would you do that to your kids? Every child is uniquely different from the other. 5 children will grow up in the same house having 5 different experiences in the same house. Why would you have your children pitch against each other? That is 1. 2, your children are competing against each other for space, for relevance, for impact, for attention, for what they call this when you win something. When you win something and they give for prizes in the house, and you watch that happen and you don't kill it. What you are doing is that you are setting up those children to compete against each other for life. And that's not right. Because your children are supposed to complement each other, not compete. Why would you watch your son, your 2 sons, This one wanted to study, be a doctor. So the other one said, I have to be better than him. Why don't you sit them down and tell them to love upon each other? We see it a lot in Nigerian movies. This brother becomes jealous of that brother. That started from when they were kids and the parents did nothing about it. You have to be able to talk to your children. Stop all this sibling rivalry. Let me tell you something. You will not be here when they start destroying each other. And siblings actually do. Some of the stories I have heard that siblings have done to one another, I am grateful that what my elder sibling decided that we were not going to turn out like that, because guess what? We are going in that direction. But my elder sibling was like, he doesn't care what had happened when we're growing up. We're grown up now, and so everyone has got to learn to get along and respect each other and love on each other. And that has been happening, and I am so grateful to God that I have a sibling that was willing to stop the rivalry, because it makes no sense. I am living my life. You are living your life. Why would you think that your definition and your relevance has to come from me being pulled down? That is diabolical. And if you are in a family where sibling rivalry is the game plan, somebody needs to stop it before you guys really do irreparable damage. Some people will not talk, they no longer talk to their siblings. They will be in the same city and they will not talk to their siblings because of rivalry. You lose the better part of your family tie when you are in competition with your siblings. Everyone cannot be great. Everybody cannot be at the top at the same time. There is somebody in the family that must start up that trend. And so if you are the one that gets to the top at the first time, don't break the ladder that your siblings cannot come up to meet you because you want to lord it over them. What you are doing is you are creating a whole generation of people that will not support one another, and you need people to support you. If your family does not support you, it's going to be hard for you to trust people outside. Because let me tell you something, pain, trauma, the first place it happens is in the family unit. As a parent, you have to look at your children, find out what they are doing. Stop all this nonsense. Be the one to stop the rivalry. Make sure that they get along with one another. If yourself and your siblings are not getting along with each other, then end it. You can end it. Because let me tell you something. When you start trying to rehash what really happened, a lot of you will not remember. You will not remember what was the root cause of this chaos and mayhem that you have found yourself in. But you can end it. You can choose better. You can choose to love on each other. You can choose to start a new trend, a new life of not rivalry, but complementing one another's strengths and helping each other to cover their weakness. Let me tell you what that thing does. When you're a rival with your sibling, you don't cover their weakness. In fact, you look forward to exposing it. You're always trying to best them by telling someone else what they had done wrong. It is not a good look on you. It's not a good smell on you, because it shows the family where you come from. You cannot look down, talk down, and come on, guys. Honestly, you can choose better. You and your siblings can get to a point where you stretch out, olive branches to one another, not just for cordiality, but for the fact that there is love that needs to be shared. There is so much that you need to help one another with. And then you're going to have children. Don't you want your children to be close? Don't you want your children to be like, I'm close to my cousins? Sometimes when I hear things like, I'm close to my cousins, I'm close to this, I kind of feel a pang of regret. Because it would have been nice if my cousins and I had some sort of form or kind or type of relationship. But sibling rivalry didn't allow that to happen with my parents. And we are stopping that in my family. So my siblings and I are intentional about making sure that we don't just put up a front. We are actually respecting one another, loving up on one another. We are showing that to our children. They are loving up on each other. We are seeing that love and togetherness grow, and we are grateful for it. So stop it. How do you stop? Talk about it, and hope that the other person is open-minded enough. If the person doesn't want to listen to you, do you have someone that you can call that can be like an intermediary between you guys to sort this thing out? Because honestly speaking, there is nothing that cannot be resolved when people are willing to work at it. So stop the rivalry. It's not right. And trust me, you need your family. I've got my own. We are close and I love it. And I'm looking forward to many more years of closeness, of sibling joy, and relationships that foster growth and help and goodwill. And I'm hoping that for you too. I hope you guys learned something today. I hope I had a good time talking about this. When I talk about my podcast, I always bring stuff out. Anyway, until I come your way again on the next episode of Life Unscripted with Olabisi, my name is Olabisi. Do not forget to like, follow, and share on all our social media platforms. And I'll see you next time. Peace.